Hi everyone and welcome back to grade 12 math with Mr. Simons. Today we're looking at trigonometry, still on diagram sums. Now we're looking at the second variation of a diagram sum problem where equation is given. So the first one we looked at when we give you a drawing. Now we're looking at Prelim 2020 KwaZulu-Natal where we have to work from an equation and draw in the correct quadrant, right? So let's look at the problem. If 5 cos A equal 2 square root 6, where A is an element of 90 to 360, so here they're technically telling us we're only working from 90 degrees to 360, so that's 3 quadrants. Calculate without using a calculator and with the aid of a diagram the values in the simplest form of negative square root 6 tan A for 4 marks, and then for the second one sine 2A for 4 marks. Alright, so first we're going to have to simplify that equation, and then we're going to have to draw in a proper quadrant and then get the outstanding value before we can solve here. Right, so as I said, you can pause here, attempt to answer it, see where you're going wrong. Wherever you made an error, use a different color pen to make sure your error stands out, so that when you're practicing, you practice the error out of it, so you get as close as possible to scoring 4 out of 4. Right, so let's look at the first problem and its solution. So calculate without the calculator, negative square root 6 tan A for 4 marks. So they've given us 5 cos A equal 2 square root 6. If I simplify that, I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. So cos A equal 2 square root 6 over 5. Now I should remember that cos A is x over r. So my x value there is 2 square root 6. And my r value equal 5. Cos is positive in the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. You see that cos A is a positive value, but 0 to 90 is cut out, so we can't work in the first quadrant. Therefore, we have to draw in the fourth quadrant. So you draw a line in the fourth quadrant, complete the right angle triangle. My x is 2 square root 6, my r is 5. We need to find y. So 1 mark for the diagram. Y squared would equal r squared minus x squared. No? So r squared, 5 squared minus x squared, which is 2 square root 6 over 2. 5 times 5, 25. 2 times 2, 4. Square root 6 squared would be 6. So 4 times 6, 24. So 25 minus 24 would give me 1. But remember, we have to find plus minus square root 1, which gives me y equal 1 or y equal negative 1. So in the fourth quadrant, y is negative, not positive. So we have to select negative 1 and 1 mark for selecting the correct y. Right, so if we solve 5.1.1.1 minus square root 6, tan A, remember tan is y over x. So my y is negative 1 and my x was 2 square root 6. Negative square root 6 times that, so negative times negative become positive. Square root 6 and square root 6 would cancel there, so I'm left with 1 over 2. So 1 mark for correct substitution of tan and 1 mark for correct answer. Right, sine 2a, so double angle for sine on the formula sheet. You should see, or you should remember, sine 2a becomes 2 sine a cos a. Alright, sine a in this drawing, remember sine is y over r, so my y is negative 1 and my r is 5, so negative 1 over 5. Cos a we already have is 2 square root 6 over 5. So if I multiply in 2 times negative 1 gives me negative 2. Times 2 would give me negative 4. Square root 6 on the top, and 5 times 5 gives me 25. So 1 mark for correct expansion there. Another 2 marks, 1 for getting sine a correct and 1 for cos a. And then a fourth mark for negative 4 square root 6, 25. Right, so this is the second variation where we gave you equation. And you must draw in a proper quadrant for diagram sums. Right, next slide or next couple of videos we'll be looking at how we can solve it giving different variations. Right, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please like and subscribe. Continue practicing, continue seeing your errors, practice the errors out of you. Work hard. God will reward your hard work. That much I know. God is not a liar. It states in the Bible. Hard work will be rewarded. Right? So, stay resilient. Wish you nothing but the best. God bless. Bye.